It has become very apparent that we live in the microwave age, one of instant meals, instant this and instant that. You get on a plane in Los Angeles or New York, and within a few hours you arrive in Europe or Asia. We rush to work, rush back home, gulp down our food, make the gesture for the sign of the cross. We settle for a snack of type sexual interlude instead of a buffet. We get married today and divorced right after the honeymoon. Everything happens so fast, no one seems to embrace the commitment mindset. In all of this mad rush, we toss our values into an abyss. Our dreams and goals plummet with that descent. Thus, our commitment to our vision and to others becomes short-lived. We blame the system, the economy, our lover, our parents, our kids, the devil, and even God gets thrown into the mix sometimes. We inadvertently kick the cat. We lose the good we all might win by failing to commit to anything. Therefore, we settle for anything. As a result, we spend our lives sitting on the fence. A champion, on the other hand, spends time working on himself. He knows that if he fails to prepare, he has prepared to fail. He has to be his best. Therefore, he commits, knowing that winning is an all-time thing, according to Vince Lombardi. Whenever I think of commitment, my mind goes back to an airplane taxiing down the runway scenario. Prior to takeoff, the pilot receives the go-ahead from the air traffic control tower. He then engages the aircraft, it picks up speed, engages the sky, and the landing gear retracts as it becomes airborne. As it gains altitude, passengers are instructed to unfasten their seatbelts, or visit the lounge if necessary. In most cases, refreshments are served. That plane is now committed to fly. The pilot announces the estimated time of arrival and the weather condition in that designated city. There is an end in mind. Another story I once heard helps putting commitment into perspective. One day, a chicken and a pig were riding in a taxi cab. Simultaneously, they noticed a billboard displaying the great American breakfast, bacon and eggs. The chicken looks across at the pig and remarks, "Look at us up there. That is totally awesome, isn't it?" The pig, with no time to waste, responds, "For you, it's all in a day's work, but for me, it's total commitment." You see, the chicken was involved, but the pig was committed. We find that at times, commitment could require all you've got and more. In 1963, the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., while addressing a segment of the American populace, echoed, "If a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live." King's life was saturated with a cause greater than self. His cause required all or nothing. That is a champion's mindset. There's only one way to succeed in anything, and that is to give it everything. I do, and I demand that my players do, echoed Vince Lombardi, the late coach of the Green Bay Packers. No wonder he was one of the best to ever coach the game of football. On February 2nd, 1959, Lombardi arrived in Green Bay and told the committee, "I want it understood that I am in complete command here." His commitment to the game helped to totally transform the Green Bay Packers back then. In the early part of 1959, the Packers were coming off a 1-10-1 season, the worst in team history. Winners of 6 NFL championships during the Curly Lambeau era, the Packers hadn't had a winning season since 1947. Lombardi's first season with the Packers was a stunning success, turning that 1-10-1 team of 1958 into a 7-5 team in 1959, and picking up unanimous Coach of the Year honors in the process. His first game with the Packers was a 9-6 victory over the Chicago Bears in New City Stadium, later to be renamed Lambeau Field. And when it was over, the players carried their head coach off the field in triumph.